and weed for me is like, weed for me was a very deep thing to give up because because I started kind of feeling, I was like, this is like not good. And I go, what is it? And journaling helped me figure this out. Was I am, if the extroversion scale, sorry, I burp. If extroversion scale, and I've told you this, if extroversion is 1 to 10, 1 being introverted, 10 being extroverted,
Yep.
I'm a 12. And what's his name? Simon Sinek. He had the best illustration of this I've ever seen or ever heard. I guess it was both. It was a video, but technicals. He goes. Check it out. He goes, difference between introverts and extroverts. Introverts leave
Get
the house.
drained, right?
Well, listen,
Yeah.
it's so beautiful because it's perfect. Introverts leave the house with 5 coins, and every interaction
Takes a coin.
they give a coin away,
Right.
and they can go home with no coins or in debt
Right.
and be like, feel like
right.
ass,
Right.
right? And what's interesting is you can be like a big personality but be introverted, right? Which is you have to, you know what I mean? And you can also have a quiet, more
And be extroverted.
mellow demeanor but be an extrovert.
Uh-huh.
So you got to distinguish these things. You have to
Yeah.
write them out, and you have to like go, what is
And
like,
see for yourself
what
it
is
really
giving me
is.
energy? And so for me, I'm a 12 on that scale. I leave my house with nothing, and every interaction that I go do, this is why I get in trouble at work all the time. I get in trouble all the time. My parents, if they ever see this, they're gonna laugh because this is literally like, this is so funny, and it's a full circle thing. It's like I get yelled at for having conversations about whatever, and usually interesting things. There's a lot of interesting characters that come into pub. I have it's a very enjoyable crowd that comes in.
Right.
But each time I'm not worried about money. I'm not worried about those dishes that need to be done. I'm not worried about the one little spot that needs to be wiped. I'm literally receiving energy into my soul from just interacting with another human being. That's the most valuable thing to me, right? Because I come alive. Like I am literally gaining life force from doing that and sharing something of substance.
Right.
Because if I get, I can do small talk, I can do the casual thing, I can just entertain but that drains me. If it's substance, if it's I don't even need to go that deep. You know me.
Right.
I love. Alan knows I love.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Falling off the deep end. I don't even need to go that deep to feel like I'm getting something out of it. But that is like that's a crucial thing, right? Is like knowing
which one you are too.
Knowing what you are, knowing how you need to like operate, communicating it, right? So that people like me don't go like, give me all your fucking coins, dude.
Right. you know what's crazy? That's so funny. Like, like emotional robbery of people like introverts coins. Right. And you know what's super interesting is as an extrovert that had a girlfriend for a long time who was an introvert and getting like kind of tethered inside, right? What ends up happening is you kind of explode.
There's a reason you're punching those walls, man.
There's a reason why you're punching holes in walls, right? Is because I'm not getting the interactions I need.
Yeah.
And then that manifests into anger and frustration and resentment. And I would imagine that that's a lot of what the guy that lives next door to me is going through too, is he has a new baby. He has to be home. He can't go. He can't do this, that, bop, bop, bop. Who knows what other things have been in the past in his relationship that causes other, fears and stuff like that potentially.
Absolutely.
And then all of that shit just compounds into fucking do something while I'm holding my baby. You know what I mean? And it's just like, fuck, man. I feel bad for you right now. Like, I know that I can see what you're going through and it's not good for you.
Right.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't really tell people about that, really, honestly.
No, it's so,
they have to be ready for it on their own.
Yeah, people only listen if they want to listen.
I had no idea it was there, dude, until everything fell apart.
Yep.
And then, you desperately cling onto the puzzle pieces and like want to fit them back together, but the puzzle isn't the same puzzle anymore, and the pieces just don't fit, and like you got to just let it all fall apart.
Yep.
And just start over again, and that's the hard part.
Yeah.
It's the good part though.
No, it is. It's true. It's the part where it comes back to mojo. All breaking that all down. It can be heavy. It can be nasty. It can be, it's a scab that needs to. Oh, I ain't put my phone on airplane mode because someone is just
Lighting you up.
lighting me up. Okay. But yeah, it can. That's and that's the cycle of life. Hey, man, life is seasonal,
Yeah.
and you have winter and summer and everything in between, and no different in your soul. It's the experience, and that's why it's like, you know, be grateful for it, but like don't dig into it and figure it out. You're gonna feel more fulfilled if you're really trying to figure it out, and you're going into those things because that's what you're trying to enhance your experience, right? This is what expanding yourself, right? Like, and that's
Yeah.
hard, right? Like growing is painful,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what you're doing, and if you're not doing that,
What
then
are you doing?
this is why people get depressed. It's like this is why that happens, is because